Hello again, everyone, and welcome back again for another video. What we're going to do today is we're going to do a build, and we're going to take a look at the Vetroo, I guess that's how you'd say it, M01 case. This is a case that you can find on Newegg, Amazon, eBay, Walmart. I mean, I've seen this in like so many places. You don't really see too many videos talking about it, though. So, you know me, I'm going to do that. Let me go ahead and get this unboxed, tear it open here, tear it apart, and let's take a look at it and start talking about it. All right, so I got it unboxed now, and I have the sides taken off of it so we can have a look at it. We're going to start here on the right-hand side. As you can see, it's got a bag of screws and stuff that come along with it. We'll take that off real quick and set that over there. And one thing that I noticed right away, very first thing I seen, and I like this, is this kind of plastic channel right here that groups the wires together. I think that's the first time I've ever seen that, and this is something I really wasn't expecting on such a lower tiered case like this. So I was kind of like, wow, that's kind of cool. Other than that, let's take a look here. At the sides, as you can see, we'll start in here. We've got about, we'll call that 2 centimeters. Yeah, 2 centimeters. I ain't going to confuse centimeters and millimeters this time, hopefully. Which would be, 20 millimeters of gap here in between the wall for the motherboard and the wall for the side. So getting cable extensions in here will be no trouble at all. I can tell that right now before we even do anything. Now this case reminds me of one I did before. What was that? Mustex? Yeah, I think it was the Mustex. That's what this reminds me of. The layout's pretty similar. I'm guessing it's probably the same framework, same stamped out thing, and they just changed the bezel up front. That's usually how it goes with these manufacturers. But anyways, let's take a look here on the back at the tie down points. Over on this side, you can see 1, 2, 3 tie down points. Let me back that off a bit so you can see that. 1, 2, 3 of them there. 1, 2 here. 2 tie down points here. There's 1 there. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9. And then these ones look like they're tied down. No, I don't think these are. I think what this is probably a slide in for an extra drive. I'm not sure. But anyways, let's see. There's a couple more tie downs over here. So there's a lot of places to get your wires organized in here. In addition to this right here that I was just talking about, which I happen to like. Looking down here, let's see. Here's our extra hard drive cage. It is removable, and I like how they did this here, where they still give you the room to stuff some wires and stuff right about in here, and you still have room for the drive. I hate it when they do these like really wide ones there, and then it just blocks everything off. So that helps. But looking at the power supply bay, pretty typical. There's no padding or nothing for the power supply. Pretty good venting for the bottom, though. Looks like there's a cheap, cheesy filter on the bottom there that goes with it. So, okay. Little wall going on right here. See this right here where I've got my thumb? It's like a little thing there. Let me zoom in on that a little bit. Right here. So I know I'll be able to do my usual hack with the RGB strips right here if I want to with this little window, because I always do that. So of course I'll do that hack. Let me back it up here a little bit and let's turn it this way. Have a look at this. Now here is the front fan that comes on here. This is a 200 millimeter fan. That would be cool if it didn't have just this. This is of course Molex, and Molex is shit. So this fan to me is shit from the start. I don't even need to power it on to know it's shit. Now, and then there's also, I mean, and what really gets me about this, let's look on top here real fast. This I/O, let's let the camera focus there a little bit. There we go. This I/O, you got your power, reset, and then you got a button here to change the LED, colors on your RGB. But like I said, this is only Molex. How are we supposed to change colors? That's the only wire coming out. I mean, duh. You'd think if they were going to give you a fan included with it, it would match up with this, but no. But that's the way it is. Anyways, carrying along, you can see 2 more USB ports right there. Earphone, microphone, and USB 3.0 right there. Looks like we can get probably 3 120 millimeter fans in here, 2 140s. There's no way we can get 3 140s. This case ain't that tall. So I don't know what we'll do. We'll probably do some 140s. I don't know. We'll see as we go along. It really isn't important. Looking at the back here, this is also one of those that right here will allow you to do a vertical mount GPU in here. And it gives you, let's measure this out. 13 inches, give or take. If you don't have a fan in front, you're more like 12.5 if you have a fan right there. But yeah, of space for a graphics card to fit in here. This is, of course, a micro ATX size case. You can see there's 4 slots there. Yeah. All right, so let's see. Down in here, let's tilt this down so you can get a look at this. A little bit of a gap going on here. Well, actually, it's a pretty big gap, actually. That's pretty significant. It's about, it's about an inch worth of gap right there. So I'll be able to get a RGB strip there if I want to. I guess we'll see as we go along and do the build. Pretty typical case. I like it. I like it. I haven't even started building in it yet. But I like it because it's just so, gosh, what's the word I want to use here? It's so basic that it's super easy without even trying. If that makes any kind of sense to you. I guess what I mean by that is that this is one of those kind of cases where if I take a board off the shelf or whatever and go to slap it in here, I'm not going to have to make any modifications, which is good. I'm not going to have to make any modifications to, like, say, the front to make any fans fit. There's a pretty good set of holes there for positioning your fans into. The back part here, as you can see, yep, this is just like that Mustech case. This was kind of the same setup here, where you see these slots that are going up and down here, so you can position your fan in. Let's see, do I have a 120 millimeter fan handy I can grab somewhere? Yeah, here's one. Hold on here. Just to show you this, when you put your fan in here, see the holes up on top here? Let me tilt my camera. See these little 4 holes up on top here? That's really where you want to line it up at to position it in there. Just like that. Otherwise, there's really not much of a way to get your fan in there without it bumping into the graphics card if you're going to vertically mount the graphics card. I don't know if we're going to vertically mount one. I don't know if we're going to put one in here. I have to go to the shelf and see what I want to pick up off the shelf to put in here for a build. I've got all kinds of stuff I could do. All right. Anyways, so yeah, let me go ahead and cut this scene. And let's start doing a build. Before I do that, though, I guess I should tell you this too. This has got a removable door on it that swings open. So that's pretty nice too. I like that too. It makes it a lot easier to clean when you could just, swing the door open, blow it in, close it up. Pretty nice. All right, so let's cut this scene, guys, and let's start building this thing. Alright, so I started with the build here, and I got the motherboard in. A couple things I want to point out to you if you too are going to build into this case. just like the previous one, like I had said before, this one you can do a vertical mount here if you'd like. But as you can see, the cooler that I have on here, actually let's get to the cooler here so you know what I'm using first of all. I decided since this is a Vetroo case, we'll go with the Vetroo cooler. I'm using the U6 Pro. This was sent over to me by Vetroo a couple months back, actually, and I suppose I should just take a look at this. Looking at the specs on the side of the box, I don't know if this is going to focus. Yep, it's all right. You can see it goes up to 220 watts. And let's see if we can find the depth in here. Here it is, 152 millimeters. A little smaller, actually, than a lot of coolers that I've seen, but there's some pretty good clearance here. Let me go ahead and turn this to the side so that you can see it. There we go. As you can see, there's a nice gap here. I mean, I got my hand in here up against the thing, and it's, you know, I mean, there's plenty of room. Let me take, where's my tape measure? And we can show you how much gap. Now, this is, what was it, 152? So, and then we got another, say, inch of, right here, like 20, we'll say about 24 centimeters, 25 centimeters more of room, in addition to the 152, let me verify that on the box, yeah, 152 millimeter that this is rated at. So pretty good amount of depth there if you want to get a pretty good size cooler in there if you're not going with an AIO. I don't know how much depth, and this is just kind of specific to this particular cooler. I don't know how much depth I'm going to have for up here. Let's measure that real quick. I need at least 20. Ooh, if it works, it's going to be so close. I don't think it will. I don't think I'm going to be able to get a fan up above here. But, you know, that's all right. That's all right. All right, so, and then as I was saying with this vertical mount here, it looks like it would be a little difficult. This is a graphics card I'm going to use for it. If I was going to go vertical in here, obviously this wouldn't work, as you can see, because it's just up too high and it would, you know, bang into this. So with this type of cooler, I'm going to have to mount it horizontally, traditionally. Which is fine, you know, that's fine. I'm just showing off this case anyways, but this is an FYI for you in case you do decide to buy this case yourself and want to build into it and are thinking of using this vertical. Keep that in mind. You're going to have some clearance issues here, depending on the cooler you use, so watch out. All right, let's see, what's left to do? I guess RGB the shit out of this, right? Well, I got to hook up couple wires and stuff, but all right, let me cut this scene here and all right, so I've progressed along. Actually, I've progressed a lot. The build is done. I'm gonna let you have a look at it from the back side first before we carry on here. As you can see, the wiring on this is really easy to you know, sort out, and I mean, you know, I got it in there. It looks pretty dang good, I think. You know, not perfect, I'm no professional, but yeah, it was real easy to do. Probably one of the easier computers I've ever done, actually, to be honest. It was just so easy to work with. I really do like this case, and I'm surprised I never picked up this case earlier, because it's actually been out for quite a while. Anyways, moving right along, let me go ahead and switch my cam here. We'll turn off the 4K cam, and we'll go to the Windows screen here. I need to switch my keyboard here just a second. Okay, so show you what I did on this. We'll go to the task manager here, and we'll show you the details on this computer according to performance. As you can see, this one I'm running an AMD Ryzen 5 2600 CPU, 32 gigs of PC 3200 memory. Disk 0 is a 1 terabyte Crucial M.2 NVMe, of course. And then for our video, we are running a NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1050 Ti. Pretty decent, you know, mid-level gaming computer for the most part. Mainly with this one, I'm gonna get rid of the case because I got some other stuff coming in. So this one's probably going to go up on eBay. If you're watching this and you came from eBay, so that means the listing's up, and obviously you can see what this computer looks like. So that's the specs on it. Let me go ahead and we'll finish this up. Let me cut this scene and we'll show you the completed build. Hold on, guys. Just a second here. I need to shut this off. Okay, I'm back, and here is our completed build. Pretty nifty, huh? Now, this one is controlled a couple different ways. One, you got, of course, the motherboard control with the Aorus motherboard on here, or you can also use the control up here on the LED buttons. I used Easy DIY Fab fans in here. I was going to go with some white ones, but I decided to go with these ones. You know, they got like a black ring around them because I think the white ones would probably be a little better suited for a better build, quite honestly. Let's turn this here a little bit so you can have a look here. Starting at the bottom, I guess I did my usual hack on here. I put a vinyl thing over the thing on the top of the power supply. I can't talk the thing over the thing. A vinyl wrap over the power supply, and then I did a RGB hack here and put an RGB strip down in there so that the excuse me, window on that lights up. I was going to put an RGB strip down here, and I thought, nah, I'm not going to overkill this one. I have a bad habit of doing that. But anyways, so as you can see, I've got some extensions in here using some red extensions on this one. It was either red or blue. That's all I had. So I decided to go with the red on this one. Decided to put 3 fans in here. As you can see, I've got 3 fans in the front. In retrospect, I probably should have done 2 140s because if we turn this here a little bit and you can have a look here. I mean, I guess you could see all 3 fans. Let me back it up there so it'll focus. You can see all 3 fans, of course, but you get only like a half part there, and a hole there. I mean, it isn't too bad looking, but I think if I would have went with 2 140s right in the center there, that might have looked a little bit better, but I don't feel like tearing this apart. It is what it is, and this is how I'm selling it. Anyways, so 3 fans there. And like I thought, I could not get a fan right up in here. It was just too tight. No can do. But I did put one right here so for a 4th fan, and then of course a 5th fan in the back. Now, and then the CPU cooler has got 2 fans there, so we've got 7 fans total on this bad boy. Looking pretty good. Now, one thing I don't like is the Vetroo RGB fans that come with this. I don't know how well this is going to pick up on camera. Tell you what, let me flip off the lights here, darken it up in here just a little bit. But these ones, this for the CPU cooler itself, it does light up. It's just a little bit dimmer than the Easy DIY Fab fans are, which, you know, I mean, you know, what do I do? I could change that out, but I'm not going to put that expense in there. This is actually going to be a pretty quick flip for me. When I do like the eBay stuff, and I'll be honest about this, I don't put as much expense into them as I would, say, one that I am building for somebody else and they are paying me for it. You know what I mean? A lot of the parts that I get are from Vine. You know, because I am a Vine member, that I can put in here to make these different computers. Sometimes I'll get like refurbished stuff that I will use to make the computers with. Not too often that I'll do a new one, and if I do a brand new spanking build, typically that one's probably already sold. So yeah, I mean... But anyways, turning this here a little bit, looking at it there from that. This actually looks really, really good though, doesn't it? Let me go ahead and in this box, we'll grab it. And let me back this up a little bit, see if I can get this on in the dark. Maybe. It's kind of hard to see. I think I got it. Almost got it. I'm blind in the dark. Can't help it. Trying to get the door on. Anyways, here's what the door looks like. Let me turn on the light so I can see maybe, huh? Duh. Lift this up now. Alright, so I've got to line it up there on that hole. Whoop. Line them up on that hole. This is a bitch. I hate doing this. I can't do it. I'm so uncoordinated. Screw it. I'll do it later. Let's see, I got the camera in my way here. So I'm trying to work around the camera. It doesn't work out too well. But anyways, yeah, that's the build. Like I said, going up on eBay. If you're coming from eBay, well, you get to see the build now before you make a decision to put a bid in on it. This build, like all my other eBay ones, is probably going to start out at 99 cents. Yep, you heard me right. 99 cents is what I start them out at. Free shipping. Why do I do that? Well, mainly because, like I said, a lot of these parts I get donated to me. They're not new. Some are, obviously, the case is new. Power supply is new. The CPU cooler's new. All the rest of the stuff are components that I basically had on the shelf there that were older, that I could build something with. I didn't want to do something new. But anyways, that's going to be it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. This, again, is the Vetroo M01 case. Turn it around there so you can have a look at it one more time. The Vetroo M01. There it is in white, and there's my build in it. And I hope you enjoyed. I will catch you in the next one. Got another case. Next one's going to be a black one that doesn't really get too much attention either. But I don't know. We'll see how long it takes before I whip that one out. I got some other stuff to do. But I'll talk to you guys later. I will see you in the next video, and later.